Wednesday, the 13th of October. Well, I thought, what am I going to talk about today? Well, I have a guilty pleasure. Every lunchtime, if I'm at home, I always sit down at the kitchen table and I watch Bargain Hunt. I don't know how it started or why we ended up watching it, but Billy and I tend to have lunch together and we watch Bargain Hunt. Now, most of you who know me know that I'm not a sort of a bargain type person. I'll just go into a shop and buy what I need. I wouldn't think to go from shop to shop looking for a bargain. And of course, in Bargain Hunt, it's mostly old stuff, antique type things, and yeah, they're looking for a good bargain. Well, have you seen some of the items that they buy? Yeah, some of them, most of them, I wouldn't probably give the time of day to. And some of the items make huge amounts of money, and other items make huge losses. And of course, other items break even. There's a whole range in there, isn't it? And you just think, oh, would you look at that? And then the bidding goes up and up and up. And so, I don't know. I still don't really understand why I like the programme, but I do. And it's people's views on things as well. I'm a person who doesn't really like old things. I don't particularly like antiques. When I was looking for my first charge when I became minister, I'd said to God that, certainly don't lead me to an old church because I want something that's modern. Yeah, well, God had other plans, didn't he? But look at our church now. It's absolutely looking fabulous. And although it's modern now, there is still a lot of the older traditional style of the church there, which a lot of people like also. Anyway, that's old and new. Now, I've never liked antiques. They're just not my thing. Yeah, I'll never be rich, I don't think, because you'll never find anything in my house that's really old and probably worth anything that's of value. It's just not for me. If I don't use something or I get fed up looking at it, then it goes to a charity shop. I don't hoard things. I don't keep things because I might use them in years to come. That's just not something that I do. However, when you watch Bargain Hunt, I listen to the experts and they really know their stuff, don't they? They're very impressive. I think my favourite one on Bargain Hunt is Kate Bliss. And the other one is Charles Hanson. I think they're my two favourites. I even know their names, for goodness sake, what's that all about? But they know their stuff and they actually make it sound interesting. Maybe that's what I like about it. When they can look at something, they know the history. It's just amazing. Just recently, in fact, in the last week or so, one of our members, she had a stamp collection and it was her husband's stamp collection. But as she said, he's long gone and there's no need for her to keep it now. So she took it to the auctioneers in Montrose, and her and another person, not related to the church, they put their stamps together. And after deducting the cost of selling, they made a profit of just under £100, which they are donating to Eastern Dole Parish Church. So that's sort of an antique type things that you see on Bargain Hunt as well. So thank you to Mary and her friend who have donated the proceeds of that to our church funds. And then when certain things go into the charity shop, our big Kirk shop, sometimes there is some really good jewellery goes in and good dinner sets, really old ones. And we get our local antique guy in Forfar to come into the shop and he'll value it. Sometimes he'll buy it from us and give us a really good price for it. So, yeah, experts are really good at what they do, and it's amazing what makes money. All that being said about not liking old things and, antiques are not my thing, I love hearing about the history, especially of Eastern Dole Parish Church. I like looking at the old church furniture, our communion table, our baptismal font, our lecterns. There is so much furniture. And there's also the old communion cups and the old communion plates. And of course, if you come to our open days, then you'll find the old offering boxes with the big long handles that were put along the pews because you couldn't get in before bags were invented or plates to hand round. This big box with a long handle was put across. And it is good to look at these and see them and find the history of them. And this afternoon, I am really looking forward to going to part of our Tatty Festival for the Tatty Memory Drill, to hear the stories of people from the past who worked in the tatty fields at harvesting time. I already know a few of the stories, but there are so many stories out there, and I'm really looking forward to hearing them and also seeing some of the antiques that they have that they used on the fields. I believe there's boxes, there's bags and lots of other bits and pieces from years ago that are going to be used, and also the old photographs as well. But over the years, I've discovered that your tastes can change to what you like and what you don't like. Some things will change, but other things will never change. We all know that. And that is in all aspects of our lives. As a person of faith, I believe over the years that my faith has grown stronger. Bible passages that I once thought were clear-cut take on different meanings because I'm now at a different stage in my journey of life. Churches, well, they have taken on different meanings as well because they have had to adapt to be able to thrive now in the next generations coming through. But the one thing that is constant in my life and has not changed is my view of God. For God is always there, always walking by my side, supporting, guiding, encouraging, strengthening, and of course, loving. I hope you have a great week ahead, folks. God bless.